Good morning, my friends. Welcome back to the channel. This is Tanya, Sidegigcrafts, and I am so glad you are here to join me today. Welcome. Happy New Year to everyone. And we are working on, I'm picking up where we left off. I hope you all are having a great year so far. I hope you have lots of fun plans for the upcoming year. I've started thinking about mine and some of the things that I want to do, and I know that there's a lot going on out there, and let's have some fun. So I need to sew in these signatures today because this is driving me crazy. I want to add to this book, but I need to get these signatures in. So I have an idea that I think, is going to work out just great. And I'm kind of eyeballing that right now to see where we're at. So I've got 4 signatures in this one, and I want to do something a little bit fancier on the spine. And I also want to make sure that these are spread out well so that they are not too crowded as they get stuff in them. So, because we're not even halfway through decorating. So what I'm thinking about doing is, I'm kind of debating this as I say it. Not debating it, but thinking it through as I say it. Oh, that's attached, so that stays. So I want to do kind of a crisscross design inside here. These spines are going to be sewn onto here, but I want to do the 2 signatures like an X, and I want a bead right here. I got these gorgeous handmade beads from my friend Celeste. Hi, Celeste. And they are beautiful. Look, she handmade these. I don't know how she did it. I don't know how to make beads. It's not something I want to start watching videos on because you know me, I'll start something new. But aren't they gorgeous? And I want to use some of these on this journal. So I need to figure out how to put these four signatures in together and get that done. And I think I have it figured out how to do it. I'm even debating leaving a little space between this set and this set to put one straight down the middle as well. But I think this is going to be plenty full. I don't know. But if I leave space down the middle, I could potentially okay, let's just take these 2 books out. I don't want to think that far. I don't want to go that far ahead of myself. What I'm going to do is this. I got this. I need a ruler. We're going to measure this out. Now, like I said, I haven't done this before, so I'm figuring it out as I go. So learn along with me. So this is going to be about, let's just say it's 3 inches. What's 3 inches divided by 4? Not a half an inch, 3/4? No, that would only be 3. So let's go. It's got to be in there, in between. So, okay, I'm eyeballing. I don't do math. We're just eyeballing. Here we go. We're taking the first 2 signatures. And again, I'm just going to go ahead for it. Go ahead with it. And we're going to do, I need 3 holes. So we're going to go ahead and, I think I'm just going to put them in the signatures at the moment. This is why it takes me a while to get signatures sewn in sometimes, because I get nervous. I don't want to ruin it, you know? Okay, so if I do X's, I want to do a set of X's up here and a set of X's down here. So I really need 1, 2, 3, 4 holes. So, that being said, punch a hole here. There's the first one. No going back now. I'm going to do another one. Oh, that might have been a little close, but that's okay. We'll take it. It's already done. There's 2. I should just go through. I don't want to. I don't want to. But, I mean, it's going to happen, right? Don't be chicken. Just do it. Now we need one up here. Make sure that that's within bounds here. That'll work. And then we'll do one down here. Scary monsters. It's like there's no going back. I mean, once you once you make holes in it, there's holes in it. So I do get a little nervous. All right, now that I've done that, I need to take my second signature, and I am gonna, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna carefully take this out, and I'm going to carefully put it inside this one. When I get to the center. And then I can match those holes. If I line this up, I can match those holes. I'm just going straight through those same holes. And I should just do the same thing with the others too. With the other 2 signatures. I think I will. Did I already do that one? Okay. There's that signature. This is my template. Just want to make sure we've got everything right side up, the direction we want it to go. So it'll line up. Okay. There. And last but not least, we'll do the 4th signature. All right, all the signatures are punched. Now, put those back. That was 3 and then 4. Put this back on this first one, hopefully without moving too much. Get that lined right back up. All right, so we've got the first ones punched. It's going to go there. And then, you know what, I think I'm going to eyeball this one too. I think what I'm going to do is this. I want this one, so if I do, I think I can figure out how to do this. They may be off slightly, but that's okay because needles are sharp. And when we stick needles in, make holes as well. So we'll always have a little bit of room we can fuss with. One straight down here, here-ish. This may be a big mistake, so let's see how it turns out before you do it on yours. So like I said before, once you make holes, they're there. Can't take them out. Didn't want to do that. See, there's one. I wanted to go down here. And I'm just kind of trying to space those out. Okay. So I have to start, how am I doing the X? Where do I start? Okay, I think I know how to do this. I've thought about it a lot. Now let's see if it's going to work out the way I think it is. Sometimes the best plans still don't work the way that we think they will. So I think I need to start on the outside of this. So I would be coming in here, and of course, you know, can't find that hole because it's covered by lace. But I could do it this way, watch. Do it this way. And then we'll just thread this side. Maybe. Okay. So then we'll go through this one. My pages are sliding. You can clamp your pages if you want them. If you want to, it'll keep them from sliding for sure. There's that first one. And we'll go down to the second hole here. This is where my pages slid a little bit, so I'm going to kind of be careful with this one. Oops, kind of got caught up in the middle there. Okay, we'll come out this second hole. Now this is where I want to put a bead. So we'll take one of those beautiful beads and I'm going to poke it into this second hole. Hopefully I can find it, or at least close to it. Ooh, it was close, but not quite. I don't want to poke too many times because then I'm going to perforate my paper. Well, heck. Heck-a-doodle. Let's get a guide. Right there. You can stick your awl back in there to show you where that hole is supposed to be. Okay. So that will actually string that bead onto there. Now we're not working with this one anymore. Now we're working with this one, the second one. So let's open this one up and go back into that first hole. Might need some help feeding it through because, as you can see, I shifted again. That paper shifted anyway. And my pages aren't all even either. They're all different sizes and stuff. So some of these are going to catch through some of the pages and some of them won't, but I will have them caught through at least two of the holes. Okay, so this one goes this way. We're sewing in the second signature now. We need to go down to the second hole And we'll go back out. Catching what we need to. There we go. And we'll go back out that bottom, that second hole there. Now what we need to do out here, first of all, let's not tear up the pages inside. Did we catch something wrong? There, did I? No, I think we're good. Okay, so I'm going to kind of pull these a little bit tight to make sure that our book is bound. And then we're going to go back up through this bead. Make sure you don't stick your needle through that other, actually it probably wouldn't hurt if you do. And then we're going to tie this here. Slide in. So, I'm thinking I kind of want that bead to stay still. So let's try something. If I go back around this way, loop around that bead with this one. Oops. And then we'll go back through it with this, with the top thread. So it's kind of keeping that bead in place is my thought. See if it works. Once again, this is the first time I've done this, so I'm just playing here, trying to figure it out. And then tie this off up here. What do you think? I don't think I like that. I don't think I do. Alright, so the question is, how do I finish it off here? I think we can still get kind of that tied feeling if we just tie this. Just tie it like that. But do we like that? Maybe, maybe not. Or maybe we don't want that to slide at all. I mean, maybe we want it to slide. So then what? Maybe we need to go back up. Okay, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to go back and put the tie on the back side of this. So, let's make sure these are nice and tight. That's the first thing. Alright, so we just did the X. We didn't do anything fancy. Now I'm going to take this thread and just deliver it into the middle. I'm going to go down a little further than those, and I'm not going to catch a signature this time. So I'm just going to go into the paper. Oops. I'm going to make kind of a starburst out of it. So this goes to the back here in between the two holes before. Okay, we'll take that off. We're going to do the same thing at the top with this one. Don't worry, we have more opportunities to do this, so we'll do the same thing on each one. Now that I've kind of committed. So we'll go back into this one, starburst it, so go a little further. Don't catch a signature. Pull it through. Now we could potentially go back through that bead on this side, but I don't see the need. We're just going to tie it off, tie a knot. And I think what I'd like to do is tie it like towards the top or at the bottom. I think the bottom, so that it's not seen. Oh, but I I don't like that. I'm going to go back through the bead with the top one, the top string. You guys get to see me work through all these issues, huh? Alright, we'll just go through there. Okay. Again, make sure it's tight, so all your signatures are tied in. I have a needle in my mouth, I apologize. This one's loose, so I need to figure out why that one's loose and how to tighten that one. Is it this one? That may mean we just need to work it a little bit. Don't tear your paper in the process. That one and that one. Where are we loose at? Now, it doesn't need to be super tight because that's going to pose its own issues. But we don't want it loose either so that these are kind of flopping around in here. And this one's just a little bit loose. Which string is that? Which one am I pulling? This one. Okay. Okay, I think we're tight now. No, we're not. Look at that. There's still that one. Which comes from that one, which goes to this one. Okay, I think I got it now. I mean, it's all the same string. It's just at which part has it looser. Now we could potentially leave this string in here too for charms. And I think that's what I'm going to do for now, just because I don't know exactly. So we're going to do the same thing down here, and then I'm going to do the same thing for the other signatures too. So I'll show you one more time kind of what I did, but hopefully we'll do it right this time. Get another. Won't have to fuss as much trying to figure it out, right? Because we've got that part figured out. Hopefully, potentially, if I remember what I did. We went in to the first one. It's going to be this one this time. And I think I'm just eyeballing at this point because it's going to be right above that stitch. And if I'm off, I'm okay. Actually, I'm not, and that's why I keep trying. Okay, that's close enough. Leave that on the outside. Probably, since we sewed that back to the middle, we probably didn't have to, but I'm going to try to keep it similar so I don't confuse myself. I'm easily confused. You guys know this if you've been here any amount of time. You know I get confused sometimes. Alright, let's see. Let's get that lined up better. Oh, see, that one's loose there, but why did I take the whole thing out? Pull that through. Where is it? Right there. Right there. And right there. Close enough. Alright, so we're into the middle of that first signature again. And we're going to go back down to the last hole down here at the bottom. And this page doesn't catch it, but this one does. So we're going to want to make sure that one's nice and tight to hold these papers in the middle. So we'll tighten it as we go. Oops, and try not to catch it on all the goodies inside that I've already added in. Not tear that process. Okay, so we've just gone into the signature, and back out. Okay, that's all we've done so far. Next, we got to go back to the second signature. Got the first one, we need a second one. We are going to go to the top hole from the outside. Oh, that's so close. The top hole from the outside. This is where I think I needed a little guidance on the other one. Just kind of poke it through here. Find that hole. And go back in from this side. I lost it. I already lost it. Might have been a good idea to mark the outside of it too. Probably make it a little easier. There we go. Get those out of the way. Okay. All the way inside. Oh, look at that. That one went straight through. That's awesome. That made it easier. And then we're going to go all the way down to the bottom. And go back out that hole. Oh, shoot. Did you see what I did? I forgot the bead on this one. Well, I'm doing a thing, so we're going to need to get that on there. Pull that back. I hated that that happened. But I do want that bead on there. Got fuzz in my mouth. Okay, let's put another beautiful bead. Ugh. Now, I pulled the wrong string out, didn't I? I gotta go back into the first signature. I pulled it out of the first one. Here we go. Let's see here. Oh, didn't go in where it was supposed to. Don't forget your beads. Well, I've got to do this 2 more times to practice, or to get it done. Should be well versed at it by then, huh? And then back out this way. I'm totally doing this backwards because I pulled the wrong string. Okay. That's what happens. Told you I get confused. Work through it. That one's off slightly. There we go. And right back out that hole. Okay, now we've got our X. What? Okay. Hang on a second. This one I totally threw off, but I can fix it, but it's going to be a little different. See, this one should have gone here, but I think this is going to now be the starburst stitch. It's going to have to be, because this one's coming from here, so this one will be the starburst stitch also. Go there. This one won't make a difference as far as sewing it. It's just thinking it through. Okay, and then this will be the starburst stitch as well. I do need to make sure that these are tight because I don't feel like they are. Again. Trying not to tear anything. Go right up there, right between the two signatures. And once again, I'm going to be, this will, having it not too terribly, it's going to allow some room for growth. That's what I'm looking for, is room for growth, because we're going to, you know, I want to be able to stuff this thing full. Alright, so we're going to leave those as well. Okay, we've got these two signatures sewn in, and that's what we've got. So, I could make you suffer through 2 more. I think this is going to be amazing. But I'm going to go ahead and do it off camera, and I'll be right back. Alright, you guys, I've got all 4 signatures sewn in. This is what we're looking at. I am loving this. Look, this kind of waterfall this way too, which is interesting. So I wonder if it'll like kind of flattish between signatures. So you've got lots of room to, this is cool. Then I left all the strings on them just in case I want to put charms. I probably will. Just not sure what yet. Probably some buttons and some, I don't know. Isn't that awesome though? I'm loving it. So since we did that, let's go ahead. We made this, I fixed up this little book the other day. I want to put this in here. Let's make it a quick pocket as well. Just so we can, you know, do something with it and get it off my desk for one. What should we do with it though? I'm thinking maybe it just needs its own little, I wonder if I could just make it into like a little notepad. It's got the design this way. I don't think it matters though. If we put a little, I feel like it needs something special. A little band. I'm kind of liking it back here with the pink. Brings a little blue to the pink. It's kind of out of the way. You know exactly where it's at. I think we're going to put a belly band on here and tuck it in. I think that's what we should do. Let's use some lace. Let's see what we've got in our little trusty dusty box here. Let's see if we've got something fun. Got some rickrack. That's always fun. Add some blue. But I think it's going to be need to be a little sturdier than that. That's cute. I don't know. This one? Could we put this one there too? Would that be better, stronger with the rickrack? Could do something like that. I want to make sure it stays put is the thing. There's all kinds of tangly things in there, aren't there? Set that aside. Or I could do paper. See, this is fabric, so I could put a paper band in there and then put this over it. Might make it even stronger. I'm hesitating. Why am I hesitating? What's wrong? What's wrong? Why am I thinking about it? I'm not sure. Let's just do it. Let's see how it works. I don't know. I think we're going to stick with just fabric. I don't know if glue gun is the answer. But I do know that regular glue is not going to dry quickly. So let's put these bookbinding things away quick. I didn't have any other issues with the binding. I think it went pretty well, considering I made it up. I mean, I didn't make it up. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying I invented this new thing, but I didn't see anybody else do it. So that's, I had to think it through and had to figure it out myself. So that's what I mean by that. So if you've seen somebody else do it, I didn't copy them because I didn't know how. So there we go. As I'm getting a sip, look what I see. First of all, these, which are awesome. Wouldn't that be even better? This would probably be stronger. I could even add some rickrack to it. I think that's what I'm going to do right there. I like that better. I don't feel like this is going, I feel like this is too stretchy, so we're going to put that away. We'll use this. This trim was gifted to me by my daughter for Mother's Day one year. Let's go ahead and cut a piece about there. And while that glue gun's warming up, I could even use some clay buttons on the ends of this. Bring that clay aspect back into it. I think that's going to be really cute. Don't you? I think so too. Alright, let's find some cute buttons that I made. We could use, okay, I could put a heart on each side. I'm not opposed to that. My chair squeaks a lot, doesn't it? I'm noticing it today. I don't think I have two of these that are... The buttons don't have to function. Actually, I think I'd like to do just one. And we could put like this big one right there. I think I like that. The gold on it, because the gold will be on that trim too. I'm going to tie a piece of string back through there. We'll just use one of my scraps that I had tossed. Thread it through. I always do that. Why did I... Over in the front. Just learned this lesson when I was binding the book, and I already forgot. Okay. And this button will obviously be just decorative. It's not going to have a purpose except to be pretty. Potentially pretty. Allegedly pretty. I think it's pretty. Alright. And is this hot enough yet? Yep, sure is. Okay, let's go ahead and I'm going to leave the book in there so I can stretch it properly. I don't want it to be too tight so that I can't get the book back in if I take it out. But I want it to be tight enough to hold too. I've got that rickrack crossed over and I kind of like it like that. It's crossed over that trim. So it's on top over here and down the bottom over here. I kind of like that. We'll place that button. There, we've got a nice little belly band to hold that in. All set. All right, you guys, I think these are, what can I do with these? Can I tuck these in here? Maybe I just tuck them in to be pretty. Somebody could reuse them if they wanted to. Yeah. I love those. They're so gorgeous. Somebody gave me those. I'm not in a swap. So I think that's it for today. I hope you guys like that. I hope you like the way this is coming along. I know that some of you couldn't see my vision before, but I hope you can see it now. There's definitely room in between here, so we've got plenty of room to fill this baby up. So thanks for hanging out with me. I hope you enjoyed that process and my frustrations and figuring out how to make it work. Thanks so much for everything. I couldn't tell you more how much your love and support means to me. Hit that like and subscribe button. Love to have you join my family. And we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.